Hi, Dan from DJMoore Lofts, and I'm currently stood in this finished build that we've now completed. I've just popped back to trim some doors, but I'm actually here to fit the Velux blinds. Now, we've got this lovely 3-in-1 Velux window that you would have seen in some of our other builds, but I thought I'd do a quick little video on how we install the blackout blinds. Now, these ones have got an electric solar operated one. So basically, they come with the switch. Very simply, you press a switch, and the blind will close, which is very smart and very nice. Now, Velux do some additional bits of kit that you can attach to this setup as well. So I have like a home link set up. So basically it's like a hub that would be installed into your house, which then turns the blinds into a smart blind. So effectively you can then control them from anywhere in the world via your phone. But the setup that we've got here at the moment is we've got another 3 blackout blinds to go in this 3-in-1 Velux window. I've just installed one over the landing window, and I've already done the bathroom window. All the same style blind, but obviously this one's slightly different because it's got all 3 panels. And then what we'll do is we're going to link the control together. So effectively, and I've already spoke to a client that all 3 of these blinds will will close in one go. But I don't know if the client wants that one independently switched or whether they want all 4 to close. But should we get opening? Let's get installing. First things first, before I start though, a lovely little addition I've had, just because I fit quite a few of these, is this little very simple electric screwdriver. T10 bit in it, which is perfect for these blinds, just because it can be a little bit fiddly, tiny little screws getting them in there, and believe it or not, it's quite hot under that glass. So when you've stood there for a long time using a little screwdriver, it can take a bit longer. So if you are doing it regular, I'd highly recommend one of these. But I digress, let's go. So the blind itself, here we are in all the packaging. So this client's opted for blackout blinds. So what that means is the actual colour. So there's about 15 stock colours as standard, you can see here. But I believe they do have actually a setup that effectively allows you to pick any colour that you want. So you can pick it probably a little bit longer in a lead time. But yeah, that is an option. But then they've also chose the white frame setup. Now these used to only come in an aluminium brush style, but recently they've changed it to a white one. And I think there you can see, you wouldn't be able to see that it's actually got a blind, but these are the pieces that we've got. And then on top of that, we've got this little box that has trusty instructions, the little screwdriver that I mentioned earlier. So you do have everything here to be able to fit them without that electric screwdriver. But yeah, let's get installed in this one. So very cleverly, so this has got the solar panel and battery all installed, and then you can't see it, but underneath, sorry, it's quite difficult doing this with one hand, underneath this red clip, there's a reset button and the power on button that we take off in a little bit. But effectively, these elements that you see here slot into these white little plastic clips here. So if we close this handle over, see these sections here, they line up with these sections here. So I'm going to try and do this whilst having it in my hand. I don't know if you can see that. So they literally just push in. Lovely. So that's the top section of the blind. Now, to be able to put these side panels on, you've got this little bracket that needs to go in on the left-hand side of each side. So let's get that out. So it comes with the screwdriver that I mentioned. And then if you can see closely here, it says left and right on it. And now these tabs actually come off as well, but you don't take them off until you've actually fitted on the window. So let's go again. We'll get a little screwdriver. Like I say, I'm going to cheat because I've got my electric one. Perfect. That's in there. And then what you do is pull this little tab off. It gets it gone. So let's do the other one. It's always tricky filming yourself and not having a cameraman like all these big YouTube stars. Nice and simply. Nice, and we pull the little tab off. So that's both of those clips in. Now, just pull off these protective things. Now, these little things. So these can be a little bit fiddly, but effectively what you're doing is you see this track piece here, is the idea is that mitre lines up with that section up there, but you've got basically a little slot in here that has to line up with this grey piece here. So effectively what you do is slot that up there. Now what you have to be careful is there's like a little groove on the back, so make sure that that connects in, because otherwise the mitre never looks nice. So that one looks quite nice. And then at the bottom, you see where it just pushes up. So that's what these little clips are at the bottom, and it just pushes in. And you've got a few little screw holes along the side that you do. But what I always like to do is get the main piece in on both sides. Can be a bit fiddly. Same thing again, making sure the mitre is nice. And we push that up tight in there. So now what we'll do is let's put the little screws in. So on this one we've got 3 screws on each side, and whereas on the MK4 it's a little bit less because it's not as long as these windows. Perfect, so that's it's all screwed up. So what we now have is these red little clips. Now these basically, there's a little thumb or fingerprint that you put off at the back, twist and comes out. Just move that bit of rubbish out of there. And then this is what I was saying, is there's a remote switch here, so you turn that on, and then you've got your controller. Now, you used to have to put batteries in these, but they come all pre-batteried now, so you just pull that tab out. Job done. Press the button. It'll make a bit of noise for a minute. It's basically like engaging and getting set up. And what it should do is go up and then back down. So now that should travel all the way down. Now the blackout blinds themselves are fantastic. They really do make a room blackout, especially in this scenario. You're going to have a bed underneath it. Is very important for me anyway. I'm quite a light sleeper, so I need to know that I'm sleeping in a black, dark room effectively, and these do the job. So let's get these other 2 fitted, and we'll jump back on and we'll show you what the finished result is in a second. So we are back. So obviously just installed these 2. These just doing their little setup now, which is lovely. Like I say, this is the white frame that I was talking about that you can get in a brushed alley. It's kind of the same colour as the handle actually. This works really well. So now we've got these literally all 3. So now, like I say, the headache is obviously each one of these is independently controlled. Now effectively what you want to do is pick whatever one is going to be your master, and hopefully you can see that on the camera. You've got a little cog and a square. So basically what you end up doing is you pair the other 2 remotes to one master one, so that effectively can control all of it. But let's get something sharp because you need like a little pin to do this. And let's get the other control. That's that one over there, and that's this one. So like I say, the instructions are here and they're very simple and they explain it. So that's how you get it back. So now this is how you link it. Now effectively what we want to do is press the little cog and then press the pairing symbol on the other control. Let's give that a go now and try and do that on camera for you. Something sharp. So now, if we press the cog, now that is controlling the other one. If we press the symbol on the other one, so there we go. Now we've done that. See that? But this one control now controls both of those, which is lovely. So let's do the same with this one. It's that one independently, so we'll get rid of that for the moment. And this one, we're going to press the cog button again on this one. Press the cog button on this one again, which then makes the centre window identify itself. And then what we'll do is press the pair button on this one. Now that should link those together. So now all 3 of them are coming down together. So if we start these all up at the top, you should be able to see now. So all of them are at the top, which is lovely. Now you might be able to see what I can identify here is slightly wonky. All that means is just it's clicked over on a thing. So there we go. Now I'll press that up again. I want to go up. So you can just cock it over on the little cog, but effectively, right, all 3 are in place. Press the down button and look at that. So now all 3 are symmetrical and come down together. And watch this for a transformation. Obviously, I'll shut this door because you can see how dark it is. So you see how the light is dissipating. You know what I mean? The light is now going from the room. Look at that for a difference. What a difference that makes. And they are full blackout. You see that? They literally, and considering they're all done from a smart control, that is amazing. And let there be light. So that is it. Just got to clear up now, get this all set up, and we're all good to go. But hopefully that has been useful. Little video showcasing the 3-in-1 as well as the electric blinds. Don't forget to let us know in the comments, and we'll see you again soon. Enjoy.